Hello. Welcome to my first official long form content video on our new YouTube channel. Well, not new, but new and improved. If you do not know who I am, if this is your first time seeing us, if this is your first time seeing my face, I am Cali. I am our company's brand manager, which means I do a lot of everything. Um, I am Bonnie's right-hand woman, just the way I like it. And one thing about me is, well, a couple things about me. I love coffee. I love to be comfy. This is my little cozy corner. If I can do something from my bed, I'm gonna do it from my bed. And I love to yap. So, I have decided I'm gonna start a little series, we'll call it. I don't know. I'm gonna start a little series with me called Coffee Talks. So, if I ever have something on my mind, if I ever need to yap, if I ever want to just film like a cozy kind of hangout sesh video for you guys for YouTube, I think this might be the way I'm gonna do it. Bear with me. We are in the process of kind of figuring out our equipment. I don't know if this is going to be the permanent setup, but this is where I'm comfy and this is where I want to do it right now. So, I have today a honey oat milk latte, which you saw me making that in the beginning. And I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to drink my coffee and I'm going to yap to you guys. So, today's theme is going to be how oils started, and I might get a little bit into like the future of oils. And I started recording this earlier, like I did a little test run to make sure everything was working right, and I found myself yapping for like 5 minutes about like how I found Tundra Dip, and realized that's like a much longer video, not as easily worked into the beginning of this video as I thought. So I decided, if you guys want to see more of like a personal background, like get to know me outside of Tundra Dip and I guess like my like lore, my backstory, and like how I found Tundra Dip and started working with Bonnie, I can record a separate video of that for you guys, maybe my next coffee talk. So if you want to see that, if you're interested in that, let me know. But today we're going to talk about oils. So I started working for Bonnie, I think it was May 2022 ish. So it's been a little over 3.5 years, almost, no, 2.5 years. Math is not my strong suit. It's been a little over 2.5 years, almost three, which it feels a lot longer than that, but that's okay. Um, so I started working for Bonnie in May of 2022, and I was doing just kind of like side tasks and that kind of thing, kind of helping her with the admin stuff. And then we grew. And when we grew, there was a bit more for me to do, so I started taking over support. And then we grew. And I was doing support, and at this time, I was in cosmetology school. And I was learning a lot about skincare and all of these benefits to and uses for certain like skincare products and natural oils. And I found myself very, very, very interested in product development, and in what these kinds of natural oils can do for you. So I told Bonnie, I was like, I am finding myself in a position where I'm super interested in formulation, and I'm really, really, really interested in figuring out how all of this works. And I'm really interested in making my own products. And she was like, I support it. She said, full send. How do you want me to help? And I was like, I don't really know where to start. And she said, okay, well, do you want to start your own business? And we can work with you from Tundra Dip. And I said, I don't really think that's what I'm looking for. I personally don't have much of an interest in starting my own business. I don't have much of an interest in being a business owner. I would much rather help someone control the chaos of their business. I would much rather be, um, I don't want to say higher up because that's not the right terminology, but I would much rather be someone's piece and help someone structure their own company. So that's why Bonnie and I work so well together because I have no interest in being her and I like that she needs me. So I told her that. I was like, I don't really think I want to do my own business situation. I said, if I'm going to do anything, I would like to do it for you and with you and as you. Like, I would love for Tundra to have their own and our own line of cuticle oils, and that's how it started, was cuticle oil. Fun fact, intensive care oil was the first oil that I ever thought about, and it was in this conversation with Bonnie when I was talking about, "I wanna make oils for us, I don't want my own thing, I want it to be our thing," and she was like, "Okay, cool." And I was like, "I have this idea already, this one oil." I was like, "I love lavender, I love tea tree. Both of them are really, 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 really good for nail health. What if we put it in a blend with a like very intensely focused nail oil base and we called it intensive care oil?" And she was like, "I love that." And here we are today. Intensive is almost everybody's favorite oil that we make because it's just that good. So I I had a feeling. I had I had it in my gut, you know? That was like my first instinct worked. My first instinct was one of our best-selling products. So I kind of look back at that and I'm like, "Wow, that was like a really good fit for me." That was a really good like we stepped out on a ledge with it because it was different to how we had been doing cuticle oils. Um and it worked. I love to do it. It makes me really happy to be able to have things that I have created, not only being used by our customers, but also, like, being loved by our customers and helping some of our customers. So, we started oils when we officially decided to take the leap of faith. I originally started with the idea to do cuticle oils, and then I thought it would be cool to do also a line of body oils. So we started with cuticle and body oil, and that was the plan. And we were going to do seasonal drops and a signature drop. So we started in the fall. I did 6 scents of 3 different sizes of cuticle oil and body oil. So 6 different sizes, 2 different formulations. It was a lot. I look back at it, and that was, like, months of work to make the first batch of oils come together. Realistically, from when we, like, start to finish, I think it was about a month that I, like, threw together an entire product line. But in, like, thinking about it and formulating it and everything like that, it was, like, months of work. Um, so I look back at it now because I remember that batch and I remember the numbers that I was doing, and it was, like, fractions of what I do now. But I've simplified it. I've gotten better. I've kind of figured out a bit of a rhythm. So it's easier now. Well, I don't wanna say easier, but easier to manage now than it was then. Um, but back then it was, like, a lot. And, everybody loved it. And I was over the freaking moon to see Bonnie, like, warned me about this feeling. She was like, "It's a really, really cool feeling to see something that you created being loved and helping people." Um, she was like, "You need to learn not to internalize your products and not to take anything personally, but when it goes well, it's really, really cool." And I was not prepared for that first launch. To see things, like, selling out and to see people posting about how much they love it and how much it's working for them and how much it helps them, I nothing can prepare you for that feeling and how, like, intensely satisfying and just, like, warm and fuzzy feeling is the best way I can describe it. Um, Nothing could have prepared me for that, and I knew after that first batch and after that first launch, I knew I had found my little, like, niche thing that I wanted to do for us. So, of course, I will never I will never give up the reins of all the other stuff that I do for us because my other, I think, strong suit is managing chaos, and, I really love design. I love, like, graphic design and that kinda stuff, so I really enjoy being able to design the website. I really enjoy being able to design a lot of our branding and packaging and that kinda stuff, so I don't wanna get rid of that regardless of how big oils potentially gets and how much time I need to dedicate to it. I really love the other things that I do for us. But I knew after that first launch that oils was going to feel comforting for me, and oils was gonna feel like that thing that's like, this is mine. This is my thing and my stuff, and people like it, and people want it, and people need it, and that feels really good. So then we did, I think, a whole year of signature and seasonals. Same style, I'm pretty sure. I did like 6 scents in multiple different sizes across the board. I changed up some packaging here and there. And then fall of the second year of doing oils. So 2024, fall of 2024. I kind of rehauled it again. So I changed up some more sizing. I simplified. So I did a couple fewer scents than I had been doing. Um and it worked the same way that other drops worked. People liked them, people bought them, but I was still feeling like it wasn't what I wanted anymore. So, the best way I can describe that is in the midst of figuring out oils, and figuring out what I liked to do with oils and coming up with new ideas and new products, I started creating a lot more what I call like functional products, um, specialty products. So we launched a lip oil. We recently launched a hair oil, hair and scalp. What else have we done? We've done beard oil. I've done paw pad oil for dogs. Literally in like an hour from when I'm talking to you guys right now, I am launching an intensive care balm, which has been awesome to try and formulate, and, like, come up with. That product's been in the works for a much longer time than you guys even know, and where it's at now, I am obsessed with it. It's, like, my current, like, pride and joy project. So there's been a lot more, I don't wanna say focus, but a lot more intention on creating products that do something outside of the typical cuticle oil, body oil. I've been really, really, really enjoying finding and making products that do something. They have a function, they're more specialty, they're more luxe in a way. Um, I've really liked doing that. And I want to do more of it. And I want to be able to focus on making sure that that stuff is available on our site. And when I'm doing a restock of signature scents and a whole entire line of cuticle and body oils of a new seasonal scent every couple months, it becomes really hard to balance. it becomes um one of those things where it's like I don't have enough hours in the day to make all of this happen. And so I've decided that seasonals are no longer in the way that we have been doing them, at least. I did a mini launch for Halloween last year, and I did that in cuticle oils. And I just picked out 3 scents that really fit the vibe of Halloween. I did my labels differently, so I like themed the label a little bit for them, and they were like a Halloween only thing. And once you got it, and if you didn't, they're gone. And I really, really liked that. I liked being able to step outside of the rhythm, if you will. Sorry, I didn't mean to flick you guys off. I realized I'm coffee talking and all I'm doing is talking. Um, Anyways, it was nice to step outside the rhythm of restocking and making signature oil, or not signature, making seasonal oils and restocking and making seasonal oils. It was really fun to have like a little project that was more themed towards a holiday. Um, it was like the current vibe at the moment was like everybody's excited for Halloween. And I really liked that. So it got me thinking, and I decided I want to be able to do more of that, and I want to be able to do more of that whenever I want to do it. So instead of having a very structured way of doing everything with every season, there's going to be cuticle and body oils that come out. I want to make things that make sense for the time. So, for example, I'm doing a Valentine's Day collection, and I'm going to do some cuticle scents, and then I'm also going to do some new lip oils because hello, it just fits, right? So I want to be able to do stuff like that when it makes sense without having to feel like I'm behind on something else, or without having to feel like it could better fit somewhere else. Like, if I find a scent that I would have put in seasonal, but it would have been perfect for a Valentine's Day drop, I want to be able to not have to exclusivize it, if that makes any sort of sense. Um, I basically want to do what makes sense, and I want to do what I want to do when I want to do it. So, the way that I am going to do oils from now on is that. So, I'm not going to have specific seasonal, like fall, winter, spring, summer. I'm not going to do that kind of thing anymore. What I will do is during the fall, I might find a couple scents that fit the fall vibe, and I might do a fall mini drop. I might do a small product line of fall themed oils, but I won't have to feel like I have to make 6 new scents in cuticle and body, and that just might not be what we need at the moment. Um, I want to do it because it works. I want to do it because it makes sense. I want to do it because it fits. I want to do it because it's what you guys want, not because that's just what we do, you know? So, that's my focus, and I'm really excited for it because it means I will be able to have more time to restock things. I will have more time to focus on product development for other things. I will have more time to focus on those like fun passion projects. Like everybody loved the Halloween oils. If things were different, I could have potentially done more. I could have done around 2. I could have the possibilities would have been endless. The issue with that was I was deep in the next oil launch. So it was really something that I was able to throw together really quick for fun, but I had to go back to business. And I didn't like that feeling. None of this is any sort of shade to the way that I was doing oils because it's what got us started. You know, I absolutely love our cuticle and body oils. I absolutely love the way that we started and how they helped us build, I think we've just outgrown that model a little bit, and I wanna be able to work on passion projects. I wanna be able to give you guys what you want when you want it. I don't want you to have to wait 3 months for me to be able to restock your favorites. Shout out Black Velvet. Everybody loves Black Velvet, and nobody can ever have Black Velvet because I never have enough time to restock it when it makes sense. So, I want that. Another thing that we're gonna do, cuticle oil is going to be our, um it's gonna be our big one because it makes sense. I personally love having cuticle oil, I love making cuticle oil, and I love collecting cuticle oil. So, not just because I make it, but I have a pen of, like, everything I possibly can because I'm obsessed with them. I use them like crazy, and I love to collect all the different scents. If you can't tell, I like Pokemon, so I treat my cuticle oils like Pokemon. Like, I have to have them all. So, cuticle oil is never going to go away. I will just have different ways of batching it now. So, I will do it where it makes sense. I will do it with other collections, I will do mini drops, I will still have signature. Signature is probably gonna change up a little bit, but I will have scents that are, like, core scents that kind of are never really gonna go away, they're not seasonal. Um, Shout out Black Velvet. So yeah, signature will change a little bit, but I will still have scents that are always gonna be around. Um, Cuticle oil will always be around. There will always be plenty of that coming your way. Body oil body oil is gonna change a little bit, and I'll tell you why. So, along with cuticle oil, I'm definitely gonna still, keep doing and keep making new functional products, specialty oils, so stuff like beard oil and hair oil and the intensive balm, stuff that you use for things. Not that you don't use cuticle oil for things, but you know what I mean. So I definitely want to do more of those, and I want to keep putting a lot of love into that and be able to always have those available, and always be able to restock them when they need it. So let's talk about body oil. And the fun part of talking about body oil is it comes with a new product, which I'm fine to tell you guys about because I know for sure I'm gonna do it. I just need you to bear with me on timing because I am currently kind of working everything out. I'm figuring out how I want to do it, what packaging I want to do it in, and spoiler alert, I am currently in talks with a couple different companies to produce custom packaging for oils. So, some packaging, some like labeling, that kind of stuff, some of that might be changing soon because I am no longer just using what is available to me. I am talking custom packaging with people, which is insane to say. If you would have told me a couple years ago that I would have my own product line with custom packaging and be working with suppliers and that kind of thing, like, I would have told you were crazy, but anyways, when I say I'm still figuring out packaging, that's what I mean. So, body oils are still going to be a product that we do, but most likely not in the way that you're used to seeing them. So, they probably won't be made in seasonal batches anymore. I might do small launches with them, but it's gonna be for different reason. I am working on a perfume oil. So Bonnie and I have talked about this for a very long time. It's been a product that we've always wanted to do. But it always felt like it just didn't really fit because I already did scented cuticle oil and I already did scented body oil and I didn't know how to make it fit. So I've decided that cuticle oil is gonna be its own kind of like main event, if you will, because it's what we do. We do nails. Cuticle oil just makes sense. Everybody loves it. Everybody needs it. The specialty oils are going to be their own little event, and then body oil and perfume oil are going to be on the other side of things. So, body oil will still be focused on all over hydration, just like you would use a what's it called? A lotion, or just like you would use the like shimmer oil, that kind of thing. That's still going to be what body oil is for. So, it makes sense to have a cuticle oil that is named Strawberry Fields because it smells like strawberries. That makes sense, right? I personally am very, very, very interested in fragrance. I love fragrance. I want to do fragrance the way that you expect fragrance. I don't want you to have a perfume roller that is called, I can't think of anything else that I do. I don't want you to have a perfume roller that's called Nectarine and Ginger. I want them to have names. I want Pure Seduction. I want Black Opium. I want that. Um, so we are going to dive into that a little bit, and I'm going to do my body oils and some new perfume oils that are going to be a different base, formulated for a bit longer wearing, and formulated with heavier fragrance. That will be the difference. That's why they are not the same as a current product. They will be different. I'm working on that. I want to do fragrance the way that I want to do fragrance. I want to lean into the spicier side of things. We love that. Our customers love that. Our community, you guys, love that. I want to have a perfume oil that leans into that. I want to be able to have more fun with the names and that kind of thing. I want to be able to make some of them spicy. I want to make you feel sexy when you put it on. I want you to be able to tell people this is what it's called, and they'll be like, "Ooh, I want to smell that," you know? When you tell someone like, "Oh, I'm wearing Strawberry Fields," it might smell amazing, but it's not exciting when you're talking about fragrance. For cuticle oil, absolutely. When you're talking about fragrance, if you tell me you're wearing Pure Seduction, I want more. I want to learn more. I want to know more. I want to smell you more. I want to do that. So, there's a little spoiler alert for you. We are diving headfirst into perfume oils and fragrance in a different way than you've seen it from us before. So, I will be working on that, and body oils will follow that same kind of line because they are more of a, I would say, like a fragrance thing. The same way you go to, let's say, Bath and Body Works, and they have perfumes and like body mists and lotions, right? It's that same concept. I want them to work with the perfume oils so that you can stack them. I want them to be their own different standalone product rather than being the same exact scents and done in the same exact way that cuticle oils are. So, I've got some new and fun and exciting things coming for oils, and it has evolved a lot since it started. It's changed a lot over the last, I think it's been like a year and a half now since we started them. Um, Big things have happened, and I feel like I have really found my niche with it. I've really found my, for lack of better terms, like voice with oils. I started somewhere and I loved it. And she served us well. She served us great, actually, because she let us here. Um, Cuticle and body oils, simple as that. It worked for as long as it worked. Seasonals worked for as long as it worked. I'm in the space where I have so many ideas and so many things that I want to do and passion projects that I want to focus on and ideas that I want to lean into. And I need the space to do that. Doing that means that it's going to change a little bit. And I think that's good. I think where we're at now, this change is good. It's different. And those of you who have been loyal to my oil, shut up. I need that on a sticker now. um, anyways, those of you that have been loyal to my oil from the start might be scared of it, and I get it. It's different. You might be like, "Oh, but I really love getting my like cuticle and body oil and whatever." And I'm sorry. Um, I know it's hard when you get used to the way that things are. I know it's hard to see products change. So, I do want to extend my greatest and deepest thank yous to the people who have been here from the very beginning, who have purchased like everything that I've made, and who I always see posting pictures and they have like 30 bottles of my stuff. Like that warms my heart to its core. Um I want to extend my deepest thanks to you, and I want you to know that even if this kind of change is different from what you're used to from me, you are the reason that I'm able to be in a space to expand and grow like this. You, the people that have taken something that I've made and made sure that it goes, it's out there, it sells, it gets off of the shelves. You guys are the reason why I have been able to find my calling with this and come up with all of these new ideas and have the pleasure of changing the way that I do things. Have the balls to try something new and to have my products adapt and grow with me rather than keeping me in a space where I feel like I have to do something because that's the way we've been doing it. So, I'm really excited and I'm very, very thankful for those of you who have been here and who have been my like ride or dies and loyal to my oils. Dana, I need that on a shirt like now. Um I'm very thankful and I'm very hopeful and I'm very very excited. I can't wait to see what comes. I can't wait to let go a little bit and have the space to do new things and to really make it great. Um, I'm excited. So, thank you for hanging out with me while I yapped to you. Um, these are the kinds of videos that I really like to just put on in the background and watch. I like someone to just like talk to me. So I knew that I was probably gonna like want to make some of that for you guys as well. Let me know if you have any ideas or requests for videos from me or any of the team. Um, Things that you want me to talk about, things that you want to see from me in terms of like the actual business, Tender Dip, um, anything like that. I am training myself out of short form content. It's all I've ever known. Obviously, we're gonna still do short form, but I really want to get into long form content. So if you guys have ideas for me, I am all ears. I hope you enjoyed listening and hearing a bit more of the backstory of oils, and some of the future story too. So I am going to go work on Valentine's Day oils, and until next time, goodbye.